5 important lessons young people should learn from Jeff Bezos. Jeffrey Preston Bezos, simply known as Jeff Bezos, Amazon's founder, chairman, CEO, and president, was born on 12 January 1964 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. A little over 54 years later, he goes on to become the wealthiest person in the world, according to Forbes billionaire evaluation, with a net worth of $112 billion as at the 6th of March 2018. Bezos became the richest man in modern history when his net worth hit $150 billion in July 2018. So how did Jeff Bezos become so wealthy, and what can young people learn from him? In this video, we'll share with you 5 important lessons young people should learn from Jeff Bezos. If you are new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Lesson 1. Know, align, and apply yourself. Jeff was born to a teenage mother, Jacqueline Keys Jorgensen, and his biological father, Ted Jorgensen, a poor man and an alcoholic. Jeff's mother remarried Cuban immigrant Mike Bezos when Jeff was just 4 years old. Jeff showed interest and proficiency in the technicalities of how things work even as a child. He helped fix windmills, vaccinate cattle, and when his family moved to Miami, Florida, when he was a teenager, he found there his love for computers and his drive to succeed. Jeff graduated a valedictorian in high school and was a National Merit Scholar and Silver Knight Award winner in 1982. Jeff graduated from Princeton University, New Jersey, with electrical engineering and computer science degrees in 1986. After his graduation, he went on to work at a financial telecommunications startup called Fitel from 1986 to 1988. Then at Bankers Trust in the banking industry from 1988 to 1990. Then D.E. Shaw & Co., a newly founded hedge fund at the time, from 1990 to 1994. Jeff became the 4th senior vice president at D.E. Shaw at the age of 30. The lesson for young people: while you may not be the valedictorian or award winner or degree holder, know yourself first. What are you good at? What are you interested in that gives you passion? Know these things. Find productive value in them. Align yourself with activities, people, and materials that will help you develop your talent-based skills and awareness. Apply yourself. Give it your best. Adopt a regret minimization framework, as Jeff called it while he worked at D.E. Shaw and during the early years of Amazon. Don't give yourself a reason to regret not giving your 120% effort later, because that is how wealth is made. Lesson 2. Don't fear failure, just start. Jeff had a very lucrative career going for him in finance, particularly as senior VP of D.E. Shaw. Yet, he chose to risk the untapped potential of the internet and e-commerce market. In July 1994, he quit his job, moved to Seattle, and set up the office for his new company in his garage, where he developed a test site. Jeff invited friends to better test the site, and on 16th of July 1995, he opened Amazon, named after the South American river. Amazon started as an online bookstore. The company was so successful that even without press promotion, Amazon sold books in 45 different countries and across the United States within 30 days. 2 months in, and sales were reaching $20,000 a week, growing faster than Jeff and his team had foreseen. The lesson for young people: there is no way Jeff could have known that Amazon would be successful right off the bat. He took a risk, a calculated and informed risk, but a risk nonetheless. In addition, just as Jeff didn't know, you cannot know the future with absolute certainty. Nevertheless, what you do know is that if you don't start, nothing will change. We often have big dreams and great ideas, What separates great people from others is their ability to follow through. Turn your great idea into greatness. Just start. It may fail, but what if it succeeds? Do all you can to increase the chance of success, but get started and be committed. Lesson 3. Learn to be a good leader. As Amazon took off, Jeff honed skills that would make him a great leader. He was highly intense, innovative, and exhilarating. Jeff once said, "For every leader in the company, not just for me, there are decisions that can be made by analysis. These are the best kinds of decisions." In 2017, he stated his Day 1 management philosophy. Day 1, startup. Day 2, stasis. Day 3, irrelevance. Day 4, excruciating painful decline. Day 5, death. According to Jeff, when he describes his leadership mindset, it is always day 1. Journalist Walt Mossberg dubbed the statement, "If you absolutely can't tolerate critics, then don't do anything new or interesting." The Bezos Principle. The lesson for young people: to achieve greatness, you need a goal. You cannot lead without a goal, because common purpose unites people under leadership. Be intense, be consistent, and be committed. If you maintain the fervor and thoroughness every day going forward, as you had at the beginning, then you have added a key ingredient to the recipe for success. Lesson 4. Don't accept defeat. In 1999, Amazon's board hired Joseph Galley Jr. as president and chief operating officer because while they acknowledged Jeff's brilliance, they didn't think he was suited to running a business. The new COO lasted only 13 months before leaving Amazon for a relatively smaller company. After his departure, the title of president fell on Jeff, and the company continued without a COO. Late in 2002, Amazon's revenue stagnated after Amazon's cash balances dropped to $350 million in 2000, causing Jeff to borrow $2 billion from banks. The company nearly went bankrupt, and he had to close distribution centers and lay off 14% of the Amazon workforce. However, in 2003, after extreme effort, Amazon turned a profit of $400 million, rebounding from its financial distress. A New York Times publication dated 7th October 2005 reads, "Mr. Bezos has every right to laugh. He proved wrong legions of critics who had predicted Amazon's demise, just as it defied those who had declared that Amazon would never turn a profit." Satisfaction surveys show that Amazon enjoys a golden reputation among most of its 49 million active customers, and last year it booked $588 million in profit on $6.9 billion in revenue. The lesson for young people: don't listen to people telling you that you will fail. So what if you fail? Jeff failed by Wall Street standards, but that didn't stop him. Even if you fail, learn quickly from failure and bounce back. Lesson 5. Extravagance does not become success. In the 1990s, Jeff's public image was one of frugality, with his own resources and that of Amazon. Before the late 2010s, Jeff was usually reluctant to spend money on non-business related expenses. In his early years as a billionaire, Jeff drove a 1996 Honda Accord and continued a lifestyle far beneath his means. Alan Dushman described Jeff as always talking in list and enumerating the criteria in order of importance for every decision he made. The lesson for young people: you are not what you buy, you are not what you drive, you are not what you wear. You are who you are. Cultivate a habit of financial responsibility. Be disciplined and track your finances. Don't let financial irresponsibility be the reason you don't succeed. You won't be able to fund your goals if you never hold on to funds, and you won't be able to hold on to funds if you always spend it all. In conclusion, If you are a young person and you want to be successful and wealthy in life, know your strength and give it your all in developing them to give you financial value. Don't let the fear of failure stop you from taking the first crucial step in achieving success. Jeff said, "I took the less safe path to follow my passions, and I'm proud of that choice." Be innovative and think outside the box. These are elements of a successful leader. There may be people in your life telling you that you won't succeed. Ignore them and move forward. Lastly, be financially responsible. Don't be lavish. Don't waste money on things you cannot do without. It's only by appreciating the value of money that you can learn to make more money. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.